All right. I am so excited to be on this call with you guys and be able to share with you kind of my takeaways from the trip that I just went on to in California. So give me just a second. I'm going to start with announcements and make sure everyone can hear me. There's someone that can only hear music, so I just want to make sure. Okay. So to first start off, I want to remind you guys about our crew retreat, which is April 22nd and 23rd, which is coming up. I'm so excited. There is a $50 non-refundable deposit that is due by February 8th. So you're going to want to plan for that if you're planning on attending. To earn the rest of the trip, which is about, it's $150 is kind of what we set at it at. And so to earn that, the rest of the $100, you need to earn Success Club 5 in 2 of the 3 months out of January, February, and March. And then that'll cover the retreat. You just have to cover the cost of travel to get there. I'm road tripping with my kids from Arkansas. It's like 24 hours. And then you'll have to cover your lunch on Friday. And then we'll be celebrating and doing a bunch of things we're going to tour corporate. I actually talked to corporate, our mentors, while I was in California, and they volunteered to actually come to where we're staying, the house that we'll be staying at. So it's going to be really awesome to have them there and to be able to ask them questions and get to know them a little bit better. We're going to have workshops, team bonding, and a lot. So you're going to want to try to be there if you can. Team Cup starts February 1st. If you are not on a Team Cup team, you need to be on a team. I'm going to talk more about this in our call, but this is super important for your business. Team Cup, if you apply it to your business, can really skyrocket things and really get your business going. So be on a Team Cup team. If you're not on one, post in the crew page. If everyone's on one in there and we need to find other people from different teams, we will do that. But be on a Team Cup team. Okay. Summit is in Nashville, Tennessee, July 28th. It is going to be incredible. It was last year. I'm sure it will be just as amazing, if not more. If you can go to Summit, get on the wait list. There's a wait list right now. I'm pretty sure they're going to get as many people off the wait list that they can. But you're going to want to be there. So yes, be there. Okay. And then welcoming new coaches. We have a new coach, Jandy Long. Super excited to have her in the crew. I'm pretty sure she's under Brittany Peck, and we're just excited to have her on our team. And then our top coach, again, for the 3rd week in a row is Whitney Cole. She is just rocking her business, even with a move, being a busy mom. She's just killing it. But we do have other coaches that are right behind her. The way that you earn weekly top coach, we take your Success Club points, we take your recruiting numbers, so how many other coaches you've added to your team, and then we take your volume, and we have this little formula, and we put it all together, and that's how we come up with the top coach for each week. So it's not based solely on one aspect, it's based on the entire coaching aspect. So congratulations to Whitney. She is just a rock star. Okay, I'm going to close out this presentation. I'm going to pull up mine, and we'll get started. Okay, can you guys see my slides? I hope so. Okay, I hope so. I'm moving on. Okay, so this last week, I was able to fly to LA, to California. I earned what is called New Leadership Conference. It's incredible. Basically what it is any new 2-star diamonds, so going 2-star last year, that earned a certain amount of points, elite points, were able to attend this event. Our hotel costs were covered if you earned a specific goal, and it was just a way for Beachbody to take their what they call their new leaders, bring them in, train them, show them how much they appreciate them, and just get them started on a new path. I was really, really honored to be there. I was able to network and to meet so many amazing coaches. And so I'm going to tell you first I'm going to just kind of tell you how the event went, and then I'm going to share with you some of my takeaways. So I left for LA. I flew in. We got there, checked into the hotel, and at check-in, they gave us, obviously all of our information and things like that. And then they gave us a new, the first 22-minute hardcore shirts for Tony Horton's new program, and which totally blew me away. I mean, they gave every single person there a shirt, and which was incredible. I wasn't expecting anything like that. Then I jumped on a bus to go to our corporate. And as you can see, I got to wear the Shakeology box. I got to see where everyone sits, how their office works. You guys, Beachbody rocks. Like, you already know this, but their headquarters, their offices are rocking. Like, they are just this cool community of people that are just so friendly and are, working behind the scenes to help us be successful coaches. The Shakeology wall there on the bottom left, that's all of the ingredients that are in Shakeology. We got to see, different departments where they create things. I saw that a new program is coming out. I'm pretty sure it's called Dirt. I don't know. That'll be announced in March when we're on the Success Club cruise. And then they took us around. They just spoiled us. And while I was there, I got to meet, we were in a group of 10. I got to meet some amazing people. Jamie Messina, who's under Melanie Mitro. She was at Summit. She was the rapper at Summit. I met Genevieve LeClaire, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. Just some really incredible coaches who are just ready to rock their business. And so while this trip was great to be spoiled and to meet all these people and be able to talk one-on-one with corporate and to meet Bonnie Engel, Melanie Mitro, to have lunch with them, which craziness. The best part about it was the networking. Being able to talk to other coaches from different downlines, from different parts of the business, to see how they run their business and to just come together and really, take off for this year. So we got done with our corporate tour. We had Thursday pretty much all to ourselves until the afternoon started, and then they started training. We walked in. There was a backpack on everybody's chair, which was filled with goodies. We had scarves, beanies. They gave us boxes of Energize, which I totally needed, water bottle. They had, binders for us to fill out notes, everything. They took care of us. Then we were able to listen to Carl speak and to Melanie Mitro, Michelle Myers, Bonnie Engel. And then the next morning, that night, we had a party. We got to meet Tony Horton, have dinner. And then the next morning, we went to the workout with Tony Horton. And I will tell you guys, 22-minute hardcore is incredible. I am craving for that workout to come out. You will love it. It is intense. It is fun. I thought I was going to have to throw up in my book bag at one point. But, oh, my gosh, such a fun workout. So awesome. So be pep talking about hardcore, 22-minute hardcore, because it really is an incredible program. After that, we went to more trainings. We had lunch together. That's where I was able to eat lunch with the top coaches, which wasn't planned. I just sat down at their table. Long story. I'll talk about that another day. And then after that, we went to more trainings. And then we had closing dinner and team bonding where we broke off into our regions and we played games and I won a volleyball. So, this trip was just go, 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 go. And I have so much information and I want to share as much with you that I can. So I looked through all my notes. I have just notes on notes on notes. And I wanted to kind of come up with common themes. What was this whole conference? What were they trying to teach us? And the three common themes that I came up with were Success Club, the Leadership Ladder, and love. Every single talk that we heard, every single speaker touched on these subjects. And so I'm going to kind of give you my takeaways from each subject. So, Success Club. Now, I don't want you to roll your eyes. We hear about Success Club all the time, right? Sometimes it gets a little frustrating because it seems to be something that we just hear all the time. Success Club, hit Success Club. You need to hit Success Club. But you guys, everything you want in this business, whether you want financial freedom, whether you want to travel the world, whether you want to bring your husband home, whatever it is that you want in this business, it all starts and ends with Success Club. Success Club is going to be the thing that shoots you into what you want. it's going to be the catalyst to get you there. And so you have to understand that Success Club is so, so, so important. So the Success Club wheel, Bonnie Engel, I can share a bigger picture of this in the team page, but Bonnie Engel was talking about the Success Club wheel and how as coaches, this is what we need to be doing every single month. We need to be hitting Success Club. We need to try and hit it by the 10th, the 15th of every single month. And then we need to recruit new coaches to join our team. And then we need to help them hit Success Club. Because, you know, we see all of these coaches in this, you know, business that are rocking out Success Club 50, 60, 70, 80, right? Which can be totally overwhelming, which is like, holy smokes, that's a ton of people. And while that's great, you want to earn Success Club because, you know, you also want to help your coaches hit Success Club because you want to build the residual income. You want to be the leader that's helping your teams achieve their dreams so that it all comes together. So then you help them hit Success Club, and then you just repeat it the next month. It's just this wheel that you need to keep consistently doing. But you have to hit Success Club and then teach your coaches how to do that. You need to change your mindset. Recruiting is fun. Let me grab my notes that I have. Sorry, they're on my phone. Okay, recruiting is fun. Recruiting people to be in your challenge group, recruiting people to be a coach with you, you need to change your mindset. It's fun. It's not something that we should hide. It's not something that we should be afraid to share. So this is from Bonnie Engel. You guys have probably heard this on the National Wake Up Call, but I want to reiterate what she said because it's so important. You need to make 3 lists at the start of each month. Your first list needs to be your challengers, all of the people who are in your current challenge groups. Then you need to make a second list that is all of the no's that you've ever had before. Nobody drops off this list until they say yes. And she says that, you know, she's had people that she's asked to join her since the beginning of her coaching journey and they still tell her no, but at least she knows that she's done her part by asking because maybe they would say yes. And then your third list needs to be your prospects, people that you would think would make great coaches and challengers. So you need to have those lists, and you need to make it every single month. And then you need to follow up with posting 3 to 5 times a day. And at least one of those posts has to be about the business. So what do you post about? You need to answer objections publicly. Share about the highlights of coaching. Share your reality show. You know, some of the best interaction you're going to get from people is when you share, like, the not-so-beautiful parts of your life. I mean, I've shared some things like the messes my kids made, my daughter cutting her hair, and while I could hide that because that doesn't make me look perfect, that's my reality, that's my life, and that's what people are going to connect with you on. And that's when they're going to start coming to you, when you're vulnerable and you're sharing those parts of your life. That's when they private message you and say, I relate to you. I saw your post and I get you. You need to make your social media page like a coaching sneak peek. I've said this before, we are so good about sharing Shakeology. We're so good, like, hey, here's my Shakeology for the day, whoop, whoop, you know. We're really good about sharing our workouts and our sweaty selfies and our progress pics, but we kind of shy away from the coaching opportunity, right? You guys, this business is gold, and you're here to hand out a treasure map to other people and to show them what they can accomplish. So your coaching sneak peek, come up with different objections that you receive and, you know, craft posts to go after that. Like, what were you scared of before you were signing up as a coach? You know, what are some common misconceptions? Like, oh, Shakeology is just a protein shake, so why would I just sell a protein shake? You know, come up with those things that you get. And then you have to be clear about your expectations of your challengers and of your coaches, and then what kind of leader you are going to be. So make sure that, you know, your mindset is there. Recruiting is fun. Don't be afraid to share this with other people. What we do is incredible. And when you start to share and openly do that, the doors kind of open into conversations with people, and that's where your Success Club comes in because they want to do what you're doing. They see where you're coming from, and they want to do it too. Okay, so we're going to talk about Team Cup because that can catapult your business. We're not going to just join a Team Cup. and be like, well, I'm just going to do the same things I always do. I'm going to, hit Success Club. You take February and run with it. Invite more people. Set goals with your team. Set goals with not just your team cup team, but with your personally sponsored team. Come together and really decide what you're going to do to make February such an incredible month. Because the months that set you up for success are January, February, and March. Not that you can't see success the rest of the year if you don't, but honestly, these first 3 months are so crucial to your business. So utilize Team Cup. Take it and run. I met this girl. Her name's Genevieve Leclerc. She speaks her first language is French, and I knew her name because I've heard of her. She won Team Cup in February. She's from Canada. Here's what I didn't know. She is the top coach in Canada from last year. I did not know this. So maybe I wouldn't have spoke to her like I did. But I was talking to her. She was on the tour with me, and I was like, you won Team Cup. I private messaged her when I got home because I wanted to know her takeaways. I wanted to share with you guys why Team Cup is so important. And she said that Team Cup changed everything for her. When she won Team Cup last year, she was an emerald. She finished this last year as a 6-star diamond, elite coach, #1 in Canada. And she says it's because she took Team Cup so seriously. She set goals. She knew what she wanted to accomplish. And she achieved Success Club 123 in the month of February last year. All because she decided that she was going to use that month to catapult her. Did it take a lot of hard work? Yes. Do you have to hit 123 Success Club points to be successful? No. She averages 70 Success Club points every single month, which just blows me away. But here's the thing. You can say, okay, Team Cup month. I'm not just going to do what I do every single month. I'm going to do just a little bit more. Instead of talking to 5 people a day, I'm going to talk to 10 people a day. Instead of, and I'm going to talk to at least 1 person or 2 people every single day about the coaching opportunity. Be thoughtful about what you're doing as a coach. Set goals and then execute them. Don't just have aha moments. Bonnie was talking about this, and it really I really love it because she says that nothing makes her madder than when she gets off a team call with her team and they go, oh, I had so many aha moments. Aha moments are great, you guys, but action moments are so much better. Take those aha moments, apply them to your business, actually do the work. That's what you need to do. I could walk away from this leadership conference with a notebook full of notes, but doesn't matter if I don't take it and apply any of it to my business. No, it doesn't matter. So take what you guys know, take what you've learned. You know how to hit Success Club. You know that you need to show up every day on your social media page 3 to 5 times a day. You know that you need to be private messaging people and inviting them to this business. You will hit Success Club, but make sure you're being consistent. Okay, moving on. So my takeaways from Success Club. Be consistent. You have to be consistent in this business. We know that. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. There is no standing still in life because the world is always going and always changing. You have to be consistent. If you have mental blocks, because we all have those that are trying to stop you from reaching your goals, from stepping out and talking to people, you've got to grab some PUD and figure out how to overcome. If you have to sit at your computer when you're typing messages to people and smile while you're doing it, do it. If you have to dance around before you talk to people, do it. But be consistent. Show up every single day. Keep it simple. This business doesn't have to be complicated. We're the ones that make it complicated. Is it hard at times? Absolutely. But the basics of this business, the basics of hitting Success Club are super, super simple. And then lastly, put your blinders on. This is what Bonnie was talking about. Stop comparing yourself to other coaches and stop following so many coaches. We tend to want, success leaves clues, and we know that. But if all you're doing is just following other coaches and trying to keep up with the rat race of what others are doing, you're squashing what you have inside of you. You're squashing your own creativity because you're blinded by what everyone else is doing. So I don't follow a lot of coaches. I have a list in Facebook of you guys, my crew, that I can check into, and then there's some coaches I follow. I do follow Bonnie because I relate to her. But there are coaches in this business, even top 10 coaches, that I do not follow because I do not relate with them, So make sure to put your blinders on. All of that is going to do is all you're doing is just following coaches all the time. It's going to create the comparison game. And then you're not going to be true to you because you're trying to be Melanie Mitro. You're trying to be Bonnie Engel. You're trying to be Michelle Myers, Anita Myron, Caleb Thomas, whoever it is. Okay? So put your blinders on. Put your head down and go to work. Okay. Number 2, leadership ladder. Comment in the section, the messaging thing. Do you know exactly what the leadership ladder is? It's a new thing that Beachbody came out with not too long ago, but have you really studied the leadership ladder? No? Okay. Leadership ladder is super important, and here's why. Rank is important, right? We know we want you to go diamond. We want you to go emerald. We want you to keep moving in those stepping stones. But here are the leadership ladder benchmarks, and these steps are going to be what help you build an incredible business, a solid business. So when you're working towards, say you want to become a diamond coach, what they consider a team leader, you have to be a diamond coach, right? But you're going to be making close to $1,000 a month. You're hitting Success Club 5 every single month. 4 of your personally sponsored coaches are hitting at least Success Club 1. They don't have to have 5 points, but they've at least got to have 1 point. And then you have to have 5,000 team volume points on your weak leg. So I'm not going to go all into the leadership ladder. We're actually going to talk a lot about this next month. But I wanted to let you know so that you can kind of look for it. When you go in the Coach Online office where it shows your Success Club points and your PV or your Shakeology, up in the corner there's a tab that says Leadership Ladder. Click on that. It's going to give you the information. It's going to fill that in to say, okay, maybe you are a team builder, but you don't have coaches hitting Success Club. Well, then you know that your leadership needs to step up a little bit, or you need to be getting coaches that are building coaches, not just discount coaches. I hope that makes sense. But to me, the leadership ladder is so important. They were talking about the leadership ladder and how when you're building, we hear a lot about go diamond fast, and that's great to go diamond fast. I'm not knocking that, but you want a stable diamond. You don't want a million discount coaches who all of a sudden in the month, 2 or 3 of them are saying, I have too much Shakeology, and now all of a sudden your diamond is crumbling because you built solely on discount coaches. So discount coaches play an important role, but you want to be getting builders. You want to be attracting those people. Carl kind of talked about how it's a game of Jenga. And if you don't build a solid foundation, one person can tip the whole thing over. So the 2 most important columns in the leadership ladder are you hitting Success Club and if you're helping your coaches hit Success Club. Because then all of the other stuff falls into place. Diamond falls into place. The money falls into place. The volume falls into place. If you are hitting Success Club consistently and you're helping other coaches hit Success Club consistently, okay? So the last part, which is one of my favorites, they talked a lot about love and how we need to love and lead with love. It's not about what we sell. It's about what we stand for. And Carl said it the best way. Focus on helping others and you will see results. Those things that you want, you will see if you focus on helping other people. Don't think about the monetary gain. Yes, there are coaches in here who are working to build that income, who are working to, help their family. But when you start focusing just solely on the money, it doesn't work. Do not lose sight of what we stand for, what we're here for. We're here to help other people reach their goals. So you have to believe that Beachbody makes a difference and that you do too. Because if you don't, who else is going to believe that? If you don't believe in Beachbody, if you don't believe in Shakeology, if you don't believe in the mission that we have and that we stand for, and you don't believe that you make a difference, who is going to believe in you? you know? So who are we? We are life changers, we are professionals, and we are influencers. Who are we not? We are not cash collectors, we're not amateurs, and we're not posers. The cool thing about what we do is love expands. We know this, right? When people know your heart and know where you're coming for, they want to follow, they want to follow you. We know that. When you message people out of love, and they can tell, they can see that. Fear contracts. So our best investments are made when we look to the interests of others. So products create revenue, but people create passion. Are you passionate about what we do? One thing that I wanted to kind of challenge you guys to do is if you don't feel like your text, like your messages that you type out and send to people, if you don't feel like they're getting the love, they're not feeling what you're feeling when you message them, try voice messaging them. Because now all of a sudden they hear that love in your voice. They hear that, you know, you really are coming from a place of, hey, how's it going? Okay? Lead with humility. Make your mark on this world. This is one thing that I loved. I'll share this story really quick. Jeff Hill was talking. He actually started crying, and everyone else in the room was bawling, and it was super good. He was talking about leaving your mark as a leader, and how so many times we want to make a difference. We want other people to know that we love them. And so he was talking about how when he was, when his kids were younger, he would leave for work early in the morning before they were awake. And then he would come home when they were still in bed. And he was trying to figure out a way to let them know that he loved them without waking them up. He wanted them to know he was thinking about them. And so every morning they would be bedhead, drool on their pillows. He would sneak down into their rooms with a Sharpie, and he would write an X and an O on their hand. So that when they woke up the next morning, when they woke up later in the day, and they saw that, they knew that Dad was thinking about them. They knew that Dad loved them. And that's the kind of coaches we need to be. We need to lead with love. If someone tells us no, I know it's hard because as a person, I used to be really embarrassed when someone told me no. And so I would kind of avoid them because I was embarrassed. But you guys, if you love them, keep talking to them. Because that's going to show them that you care. That's going to show them that you love them. Because they will question if you stop talking to them. Well, she was only talking to me for that reason. So lead with love. Make your mark. Show people what you can do, what this business can do. And don't be afraid to share it with the world. Okay, so how do you get there? Are you going to be there next year? You guys, this isn't hard to do. Unless we get in our own way. It's easy not to do, though. Getting there requires you to be a 2-star diamond. So many of you have this goal of being diamond this quarter. You have this chance to go to leadership next year. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Once you earn 2-star and go, you never get to go back again. It's a one-time deal. So you can do it. You could totally, I know everyone in this crew is capable of achieving that. We're new in the year. Take that fire. Decide that you're going to do this, that you're going to make it work, that you're going to go diamond and you're going to help your team develop into the leaders that you know that they are, those leaders that you see in them. And then you're going to declare it to the world. Let others know. I will be at leadership in 2017. Say it to yourself in front of the mirror every single day. Create a post. Make yourself accountable. Let people know what you're doing, because if you say it out loud, you're going to work harder to make it happen, right? And then you've got to get to work. You've got to be consistent. You've got to show up every single day. So I believe that every single person in our crew could be at leadership next year. I believe in every single one of you. But here's the thing, you have to believe in yourself. Because as much as I would love to do it for you, your coach would love to do it for you, we can't. But we can be here to cheer you on. We can be here to get down in the trenches with you and walk at your pace, run at your pace, whatever it is. We'll do it for you because we love you and we want to see you succeed. So I want to thank you for getting on this call. I hope that you got some sort of something out of this. If you have any questions, type them in the message box. And if not, I can answer them in the team page. I just want to thank you guys for being on. I love you, and have a fabulous day.